Hey, my kitty cat. It's your Empress Divine Miss Tasha Turner herself. Welcome to Queendom Come. I know, guys. I know it's been like 2 months since I did a Leo reading. I'm so sorry. I've gone through eclipse season. I am an Aquarius Sun, Leo Moon. Y'all know the struggle is real. And yeah, this eclipse season, it really hit me hard. I made a lot of major life changes, things that I still have not fully regained my footing on, but I'm here for y'all. And I'm doing the full month tarot checkup. This is a little bit different from how I was doing them, back in the day. It's a little different, but I feel like this way is actually better. I'm better able to tune into what the cards are saying this way. So I have two goddess guidance cards for you. We have this one here. The first one being what was pulled off the top of the deck. The second one being the bottom of the deck. And for me, this is like the bookends of your month in November. At the beginning, you have, what is it? Uno? Uh, Man, listen, if I don't say the goddess's name, that means I don't know how to pronounce it. So I say the card is easy does it. And there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. We have really, and I say we because I'm a Leo moon, we have really strong urges. It's like when a lion gets hungry, he ain't trying to hear that kumbaya shit. He trying to eat. And I feel like at this point, especially the holidays coming up, you love to be around your family. You want to show up bearing gifts. We're trying to eat. Leo trying to eat right now. But just be sure that you are still giving yourself space to rest. We need our rest now. Some might call it lazy, but when we do get up and get out there, we put in more work in an hour than some people put in 8 hours. We can do more in 30 minutes than some people can do in half a day. So when you exert yourself at the top notch level like that, yeah, you're gonna need ample rest. So just remember to keep giving yourself ample rest, Leo. And that's the energy for, the top half of November. Then here at the ending, we have Kali with endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. If there's anything going on in your life right now that you are not 100% happy, content, fulfilled in, I feel like this card is saying that there's some energy available to you to help you with letting go of it so that what you really want to manifest can come to you so that you can have it. Let me log into the stream from my phone. Sorry, y'all. Don't be afraid of things ending. A lot of people they want stuff to last forever, but nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever.
Sorry, y'all.
It may be the only way. Cause we have not hit the ground doesn't mean we're not still falling. Oh, I love that song. Okay. But yeah, some things may be coming to a close and let that happen. Let it happen. Don't try to hold on to something when you know it's been going downhill for forever and a day. Let it happen. So that's the energy of, closing out your month here. I'm going to take these two Goddess Guidance cards and just set them off to the side because they may make another appearance as I am explaining the other cards or reading the other cards. And let's get into your tarot reading for November, Leos. First, you have the King of Swords, Temperance, Nine of Coins. You know what? I got time for it. These cards falling because the way I'm sitting, if they fall, they go up under something. And I'm not trying to be on my hands and knees trying to dig cards out that slip up under somewhere. I'm gonna end up doing a reading with a couple cards short of a full deck. You know what I'm saying? Your fourth card, Leo, is the Page of Staffs. And I'll put them all up so that you can see them up close. Don't worry. Fifth card, the Leo card, Four of Swords. I wasn't saying the Four of Swords is the Leo card. The fifth placement card is the Leo card. Sixth, Four of Cups. Double fours, so there may be a focus on stability or a craving for stability. We have the Three of Swords next. I'm not trying to pick up the poppers. I'm doing straight pulls, no drops. Okay, we have Judgment here. It's your second major arcana, so November is looking like a very significant month already for Leo. We have the Ten of Staffs. Move all of these where they can be clearly seen. 10th card, the Devil. Okay, third major arcana. 11th card, the Ace of Swords. Okay. And finally, the High Priestess. That's four major arcana. I mean, that's every week in November, something gonna be happening for you. You got four major arcana. Okay, so just, taking a look. We start off the month with this King of Swords energy, this stately, absolute kind of position or stance on something. And we move into an energy of having to learn, not necessarily to compromise, but to not be so hard on yourself or to not try to control every situation, but to really be in your power as far as being a manifester, like really keep a tight hold on your emotions, because that's going to help you propel yourself to a place where you didn't really need anybody else to do anything for you. You can really claim your independence because you know it was all a product of you having a strong mind, having commitment and dedication to something, then really watching your vibration, and that got you to the place of being a self-made success. This may be something that you are a bit new to. You may be the new kid on the block in terms of whatever it is that you're starting, whatever project that you're starting, or even like if you have some type of passionate relationship going on with somebody, some affair happening or whatever. It may be new to you, but you're giving it a lot of your attention. So just kind of watch that. Don't dwell on something. Put it out there in the universe what it is that you want from the affair or what you want from the project, whatever it is that you're working on. Put it out there in the universe and then let it be, because life does go on whether you get what you want or not. And I feel like you have learned enough this year that you really understand that. You've had your share of heartbreaks or heartaches and, disappointments and failures to where you understand how to maneuver things in a different way where you don't become so attached. And because of that mentality, I do feel like you will see things finally starting to turn in your favor. Now, that's not to say that anything that you do, anything that you pursue is going to be easy. You still will have to put in your fair share of hard work, maybe even more than your fair share. You may have to do more than you even bargained to do. And that can when you invest so much work into something, it has a tendency to pull you into a lower vibrational space because you start feeling like somebody owes you something, or you start feeling like you're entitled to a certain level of success or victory. And I'm okay with the entitled part, as far as you expecting the universe to reward you for the work that you put in. But beware of that feeling like somebody owes you something, especially when it has something to do with maybe a partnership that you have going on with somebody else, or that passionate affair or whatever it is that you have going on with somebody else. And I keep saying a passionate affair because I feel like it's not something that's really on any sort of stable ground. Like at any given moment, it could be over. Somebody could ghost the other person, or y'all could just, have a falling out, and, it'll just be a memory in the wind. So whatever the passionate affair is, just, kind of keep yourself. That's exactly what I need to say. Keep yourself. You can't hold on to nobody else but you, Leo. But when you do that, I feel like that's where you have that a victory, or that's where you have a kind of a one up on the other party. It's like you understand, these universal laws. You understand spirit more than the average Joe. Whoever it is that you may be messing with, or whoever it is you may be collaborating with on a project or whatever. I mean, it could be whoever you may be in competition with, even though I don't feel like Leo really has competition. There may be people competing with you in November that you can kind of just see. Um, you have a one up on them, because it's not just you out here, absent mindedly doing things, trying to make a come up. It's you working in the physical, you working in the spirit, you working mentally, like threefold, you got all bases covered. And that's boosting you up. And then you have that high priestess card, which is like the last major arcana card here. And I feel like it just kind of overshadows the whole month, really. It's like Leo, you just be knowing shit. Like, pay attention to your intuition. Really, whatever it is that you undertake here in November, pay attention to your intuition, because it's not going to lead you wrong. You really are a damn good manifester. And it's really just going to be a matter of you keeping your wits about you and paying attention to your emotional state, along with whatever it is that you do. Because, like I was saying earlier, to other people from outside looking in, even though that doesn't matter, or even compared to other people, it may not seem like you're working as hard, but you do so much in a short period of time that you don't have to spend all day. It's about quality over quantity. So it's the quality of the work that you're doing versus the quantity of work that other people are doing that sets you apart in November. So just to specifically read the placements of each card, here, the first card here is about how other people are seeing you. And you're looking like the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is somebody who I feel like, what they say goes. Or other people see you as somebody who, you say what you mean what you say, or you have like this commanding type of tone about you. Like, people may look at you and be like, she think just because she say something that's what it's supposed to be. Like it's the end all be all. So I'm not gonna tell you to watch against that, because I mean, Leos have a lot of power. It's like you embody that royal power. And if a king says something, you damn straight. That's what it is. Like, it's not no, well, I'll compromise. Yeah. So people may be seeing you in that energy of somebody who's not compromising, or somebody who's, maybe even bossy or domineering. But I mean, it is what it is. Just keep your wits about you. Don't let it be to the point where, and I take it lightheartedly, because that's how other people are viewing you. That's not what it really is. That's just how other people are viewing you. And people rarely view Leo the way they really are. Like, they kind of pick and choose to see the more negative traits about Leo for the most part. It's just like Gemini. A lot of people choose to see the negative parts of Gemini over the positive. So I don't really give a whole lot of stock on how people view Leo. For this second card placement, we have Temperance. And that's that, just kind of pacing yourself here. The second card placement is like your money house, your personal possessions, kind of car you drive, your jewels, your clothes, your fancy shit. And it also corresponds with how you feel about yourself. And you have Temperance. So to me, that temperance card kind of goes along with that easy does it guidance card that you have here. Like, yeah, you may have people that feel like, she thinks she's all that, or he thinks he's all that, or he think he can tell people what to do. And I feel like you're not going to be listening to that noise because you really do know what the hell you're doing. Like, you have the background, you have the experience, you know what it is that you're saying out your mouth, you know what it is that you're declaring boldly, you know what it is that you're doing with that Leo air of confidence. You know what the hell is going on. It's not like you just out here being haughty for no damn reason. It's like, yeah, I have, the experience. I have the skill to back it up. Like, I'm not just talking. So, just easy does it. Kind of throw, take what applies to you and throw whatever else away. And this is also about just not overdoing it, like with the splurging. Yeah, we are coming up on Thanksgiving, and when you're around people that you love, you tend to want to just ball out, like what's mine is yours. Basically, that's how Leo is really known to be. If you in a room full of people that you fuck with and you got a pocket full of cash, that money may as well just be theirs too. Like, everybody in the room got cash if Leo got cash, and we somewhere having fun. So just kind of watch that too, because as experience might tell you, once the money is gone or once you've depleted all your resources, then people gonna go on about their business, and it's gonna be you there trying to build it back up. It's gonna be you that's left with the task of attracting whatever it is that you had and getting it back up to the place where you like it to be, to the level of comfort that you like to, keep. So let your experience in that regard kind of help you temper your actions as well in November. On the third card placement, this is like your mentality, how you're communicating that to others, how you're expressing your ideas and spreading your message. This is that nine of coins. And I feel like you do have a message. I don't even think that you are actively trying to express it. The nine of coins is somebody who's they're just minding their own business. You mind your own business, you plant your own seeds, you tend to a while in the growing season, and when it's time for harvest, as it is in this card, you harvest it, you reap your rewards on your own. You don't really ask for a lot of help. In November, it may be, that Leo pride, or it could just be that you don't feel like you really need a lot of help. It's like, I got it. This is the I got it card. Whatever it is that you may be facing, even about that goddess guidance card saying that something is coming to an ending. um it may not be comfortable when things are changing, when shifts are happening. The nine is a number about being at the end of a shift. I mean, there's about to be a shift change. A new workload is coming, a new cycle, a new season is upon us. And during those transitional times, things may get uncomfortable, but I see that you kind of just have your resources, in the background that you can take from, and you don't need a whole lot of help. And that red cardinal there is like you're taken care of. Even by forces that you may not even be aware of, you're taken care of. In the fourth card position, we have the Page of Staffs. The fourth card position is about your home and your family, home and hearth. The fourth card position reminds me of the Hallmark Channel, all that gushy, lovey-dovey family shit, all of that. And there's a Page of Staffs here, so watch for like petty disagreements or like little dumb shit, like little petty competition. People who, you do something, they want to do something, or they want to try to upstage you or one up you. Just watch out for that, because some people, they don't listen. Leo lives in that royal power, that royal air, 24/7. Some people, a lot of people don't. So when they feel like they have a little reason to shine, they might try to sun you or whatever. They might try to, I feel like a lot of people don't associate humility with Leo at all, but y'all really don't, well, really don't understand just how much you let other people live. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I mean that in the most humble way possible. Yeah, Leo is this flashy person. They live life like on the grand stage. They like the limelight. But on a day to day basis, a lot of people really don't understand how much Leos let them live. Like you may see somebody, bragging about something or acting like they're one upping somebody else or trying to upstage other people. And it's like, you really ain't doing it big like you think you're doing it. But again, when it comes to like home and family, whether it's somebody who's been coming around your house, or somebody close to you or somebody in your family that recently, moved or something and they feeling a little uppity, or you're around family members who are basically like they may feel like they're in like competition or try to be in competition with you on some petty shit. Like if you start doing something, they try to do it too and they try to one up you with it, or try to come harder than they think you can do. I feel like, just kind of let people live, Leo. Let them live. Let them feel good. Let them stunt for a day because Leo could stunt 24/7, 365 if you wanted to. Whether you have the resources or not, you could be dead broken and Leo still make some shit look good, make it look royal. There's just that royal air about Leo. So let them live, Leo. Let them live for the sake of love and, keeping peace in the family. Let them live. Maybe even encourage them. In the fifth position, that of the Leo energy, that intense fire, the fiery passion, the urge to create that which comes from your passions, your creations that come from your intense focus. You have the Four of Swords, which is a card that is about intense focus, or you just really having a commitment to one thing. Sometimes the commitment to one thing may mean that you neglect other things. So just try to remain balanced in November. Remain balanced in just your mentality about stuff. Don't, if you want something, yeah, it's cool to go after it. It's cool to strategize. It's cool to learn the ins and outs of something, but don't fall so deep down the rabbit hole that you lose yourself and you forget about, all of your other responsibilities or all of your other mental capacities, or all of your other mental capabilities. Don't get stuck on one argument so much that you close out the possibilities of other points of view. So just consider that even with your children, because the fifth house has a lot to do with children, you may have children who they see things much differently than you do, or they are acting in ways that you would never act because you just don't think that way. And instead of just being like, well, I would never do it, so you don't need to do it, you have to understand that people are their own persons. So take the time to try to at least understand other people's point of views too in November. That's going to help you free your mind up from any stress, anything that's a blockage to you creating what you want in life. It'll be eased a lot if you just kind of let people do their own thing and don't focus so much on what it is that you want them to do or how it is that you want them to think. Let people live. Once again, let them live. When we get to the sixth cup position, sixth cup being like how you are on a day-to-day basis, how you handle your business, how you do your work, just your overall everyday health, just your state of mind on a day-to-day basis, your state of being. You have the Four of Cups. So I feel like in November there may be something that you maybe are dwelling on, like maybe you're worried about the ending that you feel coming or that needs to happen. Don't dwell on anything. Keep yourself. I said this earlier in the reading. Keep yourself. That's the only thing you need to keep in this world. That's the only thing that is really yours, you. Everything else can be burned, it can be stolen, it can be lost. Keep you. Don't dwell too much on anything. Allow your emotions and your feelings and your spirit to flow just as freely as everything else in nature. I mean, even trees lean back and forth when the wind blows. Nothing is 100% static all the time, so I feel like just let things flow. Let events flow through you. Let intense emotions flow through you. Don't get caught up in feeling any type of way that's going to lower your vibration on a day-to-day basis. Just let shit flow. Even at work, especially at work, let shit flow. When you're trying to do things for people, just let it flow. Don't force anything. In the seventh card position, this is about your partnerships or your relationships. It could even be about contracts. You have the Three of Swords. So to me, this is like a warning card. Just wherever you are in a relationship with others, whether it be a romantic relationship, familial relationships, lighthearted, casual acquaintances, just keep your wits about you because you know how people are. You know who you are. You know your flaws as well as other people's flaws. So just consider that. You know the ability that any one person can have to hurt you. I'm not saying allow it to cause you to, be defensive and to sabotage something before it even has a chance to get good. But just keep it on your mind. Like, don't give too much faith into people. A lot of times, Leo projects you feel so good about yourself that you project that on the other people. And everybody don't deserve that. You have so much faith and love for yourself, you project that onto somebody else. All of a sudden, this person that you've known for 3 weeks, you looking at them like, oh, they're such a good person. They're like a king. And really, is you feel like a king yourself. So it's like, well, I manifested this person in my life, so they must match my vibration. They must be a king too. I know past experience has told you not so. That's not really how it is. So when it comes to you interacting with other people in relationships and partnerships, just again keep your wits about you. Pay attention to what's really going on versus whatever it is that you may just be kind of conjuring up in your mind to make you feel good. Let me get to the eighth card position. This is about the big changes, the deep, profound changes, happening in your life. And this can also be about birth or death, those big life changing events. And we have judgment, a major arcana. It is time for something to get cracking. And again, I pull out this ending and beginnings. Because they say judgment day is like the end. When you get to the end, you're going to be judged. So it's the end of something, and the calling in of something new. I feel like the new thing that is happening is something that might be a bit ahead of the pack. Like whatever new cycle it is that you're ushering in November, it's like you're propelling yourself to the head of the pack. Something that's not normal in any way. It's not commonplace. It's not basic. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's something very extravagant. Even though it's only one of these guys with this little horn or whatever, I have that picture in my mind of, like in a Disney movie when the king or queen pull up and they have all these people, with their horns, dun, 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 a line of them with horns, piping their horns while you pull up and walk the carpet. I have that visualization in my mind, and I feel like it's that type of new cycle that you're ushering in. Something that is a lot more tailored for Leo's taste. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of living like, the common folk. I'm tired of living like the commoners. I'm ready for this, new life in the lap of luxury. That type of energy. And I'm not saying, you're going to be treating people like peasants or something. It's just that's the type of energy that I'm feeling. That's the visualization that I'm getting with this card in this position. It's like, yeah, it's time for an old chapter to close out. Time for some extravagant new shit to get popping. In the ninth position, the position of, higher learning, broadening your horizons, new experiences, new places, culture, you have the 10 of staffs. Now, the 10 of staffs is somebody who they taking on one too many responsibilities. It's just a lot. You're doing a lot. And I feel like to connect that with this ninth card placement, the ninth house energy, it means that, yeah, you want to get to this new place, this new luxurious, opulent cycle in life. But I feel like when you stress it, it may be it's too much stress about it. You're not letting it flow easily. You may be too attached to it, especially with this devil card up next. The devil card here in that 10th position, which is about your legacy, your reputation. It's like you're so attached to living this, this beautiful, glamorous life that you allow it to stress you out. It's like you do too much sometimes, Leo. You want to get to this new broadened horizon so much, and then, they say hubris comes before the fall. When you're doing too much, you kind of on the stage a little bit longer than you need to be on the stage. Just doing too much, it can cause you to fall. Hubris comes before the fall. So just, yeah, you have a vision of where you're going in life. You know exactly what it is you want out of life. You have the ability to manifest those things that you want out of life. And you do. You're already qualified for it. You do have, again, that feeling of, I deserve this. I expect this from the universe. But at the same time, don't put so much pressure on yourself. There's that easy does it card. Like, okay, yeah, you ask. All you need to do now is receive. Embody that vibration of whatever lifestyle it is that you want, and don't do anything else. Nothing more, nothing less. Just be on the vibration of what it is that you want out of life. You don't have to do so much. You don't have to stress yourself. You don't have to overburden yourself. You don't have to take from other people's shine. Because I feel like, all these staffs, I don't see nobody else in the picture, but he got these staffs from somewhere. I feel like he done snatched somebody else, shine. Maybe you have snatched somebody else's shine. Up here in the reading, we're talking about people that you're not even in competition with, competing with you, and they may feel like you made it a competition even when you didn't, because you unknowingly, you absentmindedly snatched their shine. Like maybe they were having their moment, and here come your flamboyant ass. you know, Look at me and all my Leo glory. You might have snatched somebody else's shine, and that can cause people to like wish, ill will toward you. That's negative energy directed in your direction. You don't want that. So just watch for that, that pride, that showmanship, I guess. Watch for that, because you don't want to do too much. Again, pride comes before the fall. And you have this in your that house of reputation and your legacy. Don't want to be that person who sold yourself short, who ended up achieving less than what you could have, because you were always stressed about getting there. You're so stressed about getting to where you want to be that you never quite make it, because you can't manifest everything you want when you stress. Stress and manifestation don't really coexist too well. It has to be an ease. There has to be a flow about it. You have to just, kind of let shit happen and not be too attached to it. So these grand aspirations that you have in life, you're gonna have to let go of your attachment to it and just kind of know that, yeah, it's coming to me. I can have it. I already have it. I'm just waiting for the universe to shift, shift shapes or shape shift to show me what it is that I've already manifested in the spiritual realm. You know, don't become too attached to anything though. You have to let stuff go. There we go. That Kali card again. The old must be released so that the new can enter. And don't hold on to anything because you was like, well, the new hasn't showed up yet, so let me just hold on to this old stuff until the new comes in. You that's overloading yourself too. You still holding on to the old, trying to, reach out for the new as well. That's overloading you. That's bringing you down. Anytime you listen or lower your vibrations, that's that devil energy. You're going down rather than ascending. Sorry, y'all, my daughter just came in. Okay, in the 11th position, you have the Ace of Swords. And I feel like, what I'm saying, I'm an old Leo moon, so I'm gonna take a little credit for that. If you've watched the reading to this point, then some game has been dropped on you on how to play this situation out to get what you want. So you have the tools to have a victory. You have the mentality to reach where it is that you're trying to reach. But I'm not taking all the credit for it. In this 11th card position, this is about your friends and associations and how you connect with other people, how you reach out outside of yourself. This is your social life. And I feel like it's getting a boost. You may be of a new mind, of a more fruitful mentality. You out here talking about manifesting and positive energy, and you're not really looking at nothing negative. You only seeing things in a fruitful way. You're only entertaining abundant people and abundant thoughts. So it's like you're out here living your best life, like living victoriously. Nothing in this reading that, rang of any negativity is going to really come against you in terms of like your social life. You'll be looking like you're at the top of the mountain in your social life. Like people may come to you for advice on being more positive, or you may see a boost in like, your social media post popularity. More people are liking your post and giving you hearts and stuff, or giving you the funny faces because you're saying little jokey jokes and posting memes and stuff. And it's just a reflection of where you are inwardly. It's like you're elevating mentally. You don't want to pay attention to anything that's going to bring you down. You don't want to be stressed. You don't want to be overburdened. You don't want to, dwell on old experiences that taught you valuable lessons, but they didn't feel so good. It's like, yeah, I learned from those negative experiences, but I'm going to take the good from it. Like if you watch Abraham Hicks's like what she calls step 5, where you learn to actually love contrast. The sword is indicative of conflict. It's a sword. You fight with it. And where maybe you had differing ideas than other people, maybe in your social circle, or you would find yourself getting into these heated debates with people, and then there's like a strain on your relationship. I feel like you overcome all of that, and once again, you let people live and let live. You're living. It's like you're in this place where you just focusing on being fruitful. There's like an ease about you in terms of like your friends and how you associate with people now in November, or at least by the end of November. It's like you don't really feel like you need to prove yourself, or you don't need to fight to explain your stance or your position. And that could be also why people are seeing you as this person who, what I say goes. I don't feel like I need to explain myself, because it's like I just know, I have the old experiences. I've done the work. I know who I am. I'm very self aware. I know what I want. So I don't really need to go back and forth. I ain't going back and forth with you. That's you and your social life. And to end things out in the month of November, what is coming to an end, I feel, is you questioning what you've always known. I really feel like a Leo child is born knowing that they're supposed to be sitting on somebody's royal court. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Meghan Markle is a Leo. And they have these pictures, all over the internet where she's like standing in front of Buckingham Palace, and where she used to pretend to be like a princess and stuff with her sister when she was a kid. And look where she is now. It's like, And when we get to this, 12th card here, it's about like ending of cycles so that you can usher in a new era. And I feel like you are you're allowing yourself to harness that high priestess power. It's like there's absolutely no doubt in your mind. Like where before, you deserve a life of opulence and leisure and comfort, but you would kind of hear people say, you want somebody to kiss your ass, or you think somebody's supposed to hand something to you, and stuff like that would, people saying stuff like that would kind of make you shy away from really claiming that power that in your mind is yours. It belongs to you. I feel like there's going to be an end to that, an end to allowing people to sway you away from what it is that you deserve. Because you deserve, and life doesn't have to be hard. I feel like you know that more than anybody. It doesn't have to be hard. You can say you want something, align with the vibration of it, and damn it, you can have it. Just like that. It don't have to be no long hoopla. It don't have to be all of this, you know, pressure and stress and burdens and all of that. It don't have to be all that. It don't have to be descending to a place of competing with others or feeling jealousy or, allowing people to paint you in a bad light because you want to live good. You don't have to be all of that. And I feel like you are allowing a chapter of your life where you gave so much of your power to other people. I feel like you're allowing that to fall away so that you can live permanently in your high priestess energy and, get that life that you deserve. November is a very important month in terms of shift changes, shifts, energetic shifts happening in people's lives with all of this 1111 energy. And you have a lot going on here that's going to get you to the point where you finally can really um, make the most of these energy shifts and energy changes that are happening here. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. I thank you for watching, Leo. I will be coming back with Virgo in a few. I'm probably going to go eat and then I'll be back. But yeah, thanks for watching. Love y'all. Bye.